Hello, everyone. I am VJ from VJ's Crochet. Welcome to WIP It Wednesday, where we get to share all of our whips in progress. And knowing all of us crafty people, we've got many whips. Let's see who has come to join in the fun today. Victoria, sewing together the Boston Terrier amigurumi as we speak. Then moving on to the next whip, crafting and lurking. Welcome in, Victoria. I am so happy you are crafting and lurking. There's Robbie. Hello, girlfriend. She will be listening while driving home from Ann Arbor from doctor's appointment. Oh, I had an appointment this past Monday as well. I hope you get glowing reports from both of your doctors. And Ann Arbor is pretty. I was up there. It's pretty, but Michigan driving is as bad as St. Louis driving, all of the construction. Cammie, good to see you. Thank you for coming by. Cammie is asking Robbie if she will be passing by the Merriman exit. If so, he lives off the Merriman exit off of I-94. Okay, okay. And Cammie, are you still working on shawl number 14? Cammie has been working oh Lord, Granny D's shawl pattern, and he's gotten into the groove. He's just doing them in every color, and I'm not mad at you. I am not. And my whip, and I even have my whip in this room. Can you believe it? I am still working on Shorty sweater. And last night during Kelly's live, I got to close up the armholes. And for this sweater, you do it in one piece and you do the sleeves as you go. No sewing involved. I can't wait to see how this turns out. If it turns out nice and luscious, I may figure out how to do this for an adult. Not have to sew in the sleeves, not have to sew the sleeves up the side. It's got my name all over it. And I'm working on with a cotton king cake from Hobie in the colorway. I don't know because I didn't write it down, but I got this from Mocha's Cafe, Mocha's Crochet and Crafts. I got up early to work in the yard before it got hot. And then I met some cousins for lunch. I have not had a nap. I have not had enough sleep. So we're going to see what comes out of my mouth today. It's going to be more interesting than most days. I can tell already. Like, oh my gosh. What did I say? Robbie says, I know that exit well, but I'm going 14 to North 23. One day we will have to meet up. That sounds like fun. Shawl number 14 is done, Cammie. Then you're going to start shawl number 15. Yes, Jennifer, I can see you. Welcome in, Dinky Jen. Hey, good to see you. And Nightbot even sees you. I like the way he puts yarn behind there. Yeah, you definitely have to do me. Cammie, have you ever been to Michigan Fine Yarns? Sarah, hello. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. What's in your cup? What's on your hook? And there's Pam. Same questions. And Joy. Hi, girlfriend. How are you? Oh, Cammie, you are attempting to knit a baby blanket? With needles. You're not going to use the knitting loom? Hi, Sunita, baby girl. How you doing? Good to see you. And there's Rita. Hi, Rita. How are you? You've never been to Michigan Fine Yarns. Cammy, you've got to go. You've got to go. It's in Livonia. It's not too far from you. Rita says everyone is doing great, but not me. My back is making trouble. That's what happens when you change beds, as I shouldn't do. No, you have to get somebody to help you change beds. You really do. Margie, how are you? Thank you for coming by. What's in your cup? What's on your hook? Rita, especially when it comes to that time of the year when you have to turn the mattress over, please get help. I have water with lemon and a little squirt of blueberry, whatever that thing is. I found it in the cupboard. So it's like, hey, I'm just going to stick some of this in there. My chat just jumped. Oh, with the needles. Okay, Cammy, go for it. Go for it. Just pretend you're doing one of those Lenny Kravitz super scarf and just make it super big. Those that wish to play bingo, get your numbers in. 15 minutes left to go to Jeannie's community tab. Okay, everybody, you got 15 minutes left to go. Get your numbers in on Jeannie's community tab because they no longer take numbers during the live. Rita is just done redoing the edge on Mom's Granny Square cardigan, her second one. Why did you redo the edge, Rita? What was wrong with the first one? Jennifer saw a young lady today in her 20s, she thinks. She had the same hair color and style as you have, but it went down to her knees. I was shocked. And she was a white person. I know. That's how I feel when I see white people with dreadlocks. And I'm sitting there going, why would you do that? What made you decide that you wanted to do that? Yeah, it's quite the deal. And I don't like the braids that go down to their knees or their butts. Anything past the waist is, and the waist is my limit. Anything below there is, that's just way too much hair. Angel Renee, hello. You posted your WIP. And you are at Oliver's therapy in the car, so not much chatting today. That's okay. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you. And good luck to Oliver. We turn them every 3 months, and I will get help for that. There you go, girl. There you go. I just keep I'm in the bed alone now, so I just keep moving over in the bed. And when I get to the other edge, then I flip it over. Oh, yeah. That would be a problem. Cammy, do you are you able to take public transportation by yourself or do you need somebody to go with you? Okay, Angel Renee, shawl and a ball, color unique unicorn. Oh, I love the name of that. 4 millimeter hook using the frogged shawl yarn. Pattern is free on Lion Brand open work shawl made for shawl and a ball. Oh, I like that colorway. That is pretty. Oh, I guess I need to tell everybody. Wait, here we go. Here we go. That is pretty. That is pretty. I like that. I like those colors. Oh, I can't wait. So it's going to be a rectangle. Sarah has water in her cup and a washcloth on her hook. There you go. Spoiler alert, this is the week that Michaels has yarn buy one, get one 50% off. I had to get some cotton yarn to take to my in laws with me for the 4th. So I had something mindless to do with my hands because there's no counting when I'm with my in laws. But I got to do something. The first edge was good, so I took it up and did it again with half double crochet instead. Okay. Kathleen, hello. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. What's in your cup and what's on your needles? Hello, Roberta. Hello, hello. Dinky Jen says, exactly, VJ. I've seen 60-year-old white men with dreadlocks and matted hair. And it's like, what the girl? And what's even worse is when they're bald at the top and then they got all this mat going around here. And I'm like, why do you think that looks good? Why would you want to do that? Ashley, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. What's in your cup? What's on your hooks? I know how to take public transportation, but I choose not to. Well, you have that option, Cammie. You really do. Carrie, hello. How are you? Thank you for coming by. What have you been up to, girlfriend? What's in your cup? What's on your hook? What's happening with you? Hi, Sandra. Isn't it? It is. I love it. Jen is saying hi to everybody coming in. Mishi, hello, hello. You're at work. Just stopping by to say hello and wish you a wonderful WIP Wednesday. Thank you, Mishi. I really, really appreciate it. Thanks for all you do. Everybody speaking. Whoop. Wait a minute. Roberta says, yeah, on the Michaels, I need blue for my Dorothy dress. There you go. There you go. The first edge was not good, so I did half double crochet instead. I lost a word there. Brain fart to do the pain. Girl, take you something for the pain. Being in pain is a downer on all fronts. We cannot have that. That's just yeah. Get you some well, it's ibuprofen over here and a heating pad and some Bengay. You don't have Bengay. Whatever muscle rub ointment you have over there. What do you have in Norway, by the by? I know more about English medicine than I do anybody else because I look at those BBC um, shows on PBS. Dinky Jen has yarn given today, 2 balls with band, 100 grams each, one without band, 90 grams, and one huge caked ball, 380 grams. Whoa. So I am making this week's bod head to try it out using a 10 millimeter hook from Miss C's cottage, which she gifted me in one of my new videos. Oh, that's awesome, Jen. That is awesome. Miss C is so generous. She really is. Ooh, you hit the mother lode there. You've got enough stuff to do stuff with. Look at that. I don't have a small comment. Okay, we'll just have to work around this one for the moment. Yay, you did good. Okay. Kathleen says she is drinking sparkling lime water and working on her third baby sweater. Ooh, did you finish that one you were working on? Roberta says, won't have her done by Friday, but may post the other ones. Well, honey, you know it's WIP Wednesday, so it does not have to be done. Rita, may seem strange, but boil some lettuce, strain, and drink warm with honey. Boil some lettuce, strain, and drink warm with honey. Really? Yep, you're right. That does sound strange. Rita, try that out and let me know if it works. Carrie says there is nothing much going on with her. Need to get a small cavity filled. So that's not going to be fun, but otherwise, I'm okay. Well, I'm glad you're okay. That is fantastic. My hat is on my legs. Oh, the little green thing down here in the bottom. I see it now. Oh my. Thank you, Jen. I was like, I don't. Oh, fun, Kathleen. Is the baby sweater knitted or crocheted? Knowing Kathleen, it's knitted, but we're going to wait and see what she says. I gave up on the knitted baby blanket squirrel brain. It's an analgesic. Are you serious, Roberta? Really? Kathleen says, yes, I will put a pic on Friday. It turned out so cute, but next time I make it, I will change it. Oh, yeah, no doubt. It's not too often we do the same pattern the same way twice. I usually try to do it the way it's written the first time, and then I start doing things a little differently. Sometimes it's even on purpose. Kathleen sent a picture of some of her WIPs. Third baby sweater and a pair of socks done on 2 circular needles, thanks to Earth Tones girl Denise. Oh, girl, see. Me and Facebook just are not sitting horses here lately. I like that melon colored sweater. That is pretty. That's a hoodie, Kathleen. Look at you. One, two. Oh, you. So it's not the third sweater. It's 3 sweaters. And your bag even says whipping progress. That is too cute. Look at you. I like that. Probably says work, but the sweater's in front of it. Knitted always hurts my hands to crochet. Now, see, I can crochet in it, but and it hurts my hands to knit. I think I hold my knitting needles too tight, but I feel like if I hold them any looser, I don't have control. And mind you, I don't have much control as it is. Renee, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. What's in your cup? What's on your hook? Oh, it will be an FO tonight. Margie, you go ahead with your lightning hook. You are just you and those boho cardigans you're making are just awesome. I got out of the picture and it took me out of the group. I got kicked out of my own group. How does that happen? How I must have really been bad. Oh, and Regina Reed has a baby blanket, C to C style. She's going to put a white border around it. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty, Regina. Roberta has started using natural food type medicines. I can use my food stamps and still have my meds. That is fantastic, Roberta. Roberta, are you still using that book that Angie, my fairy treasures, uses, or do you use another book? Bridget, welcome in. Thank you for coming by. Good to see you. What's in your cup? What's on your hook? Or are you sewing blankets? Or are you what are you doing? What which one of the 9 crafts you do are you doing? Ah, Chris Kaleidoscope is making men's socks from the Crochet Dudes book with 2 strands of red hard super saver and a 9mm hook. Ooh. Okay. There we go. The Crochet Dudes. If you're using 2 strands of yarn, those are going to be some heavy socks. Those are really going to be heavy. Warm. Rita says, back again, had to help dad. Yes, I have been gay. Got it from USA. Oh, there you go. And love it. See. Yeah, been gay is the bomb diggity. And I don't care that it smells. I actually like the smell of camphor. Yes, Jen, those were pretty colors. Sunita says, okay, I'll be listening while I get numbers on the spreadsheet. Hope to see you all tonight at Jeannie's house. Okay, Sunita. Kathleen says, I just have to put the zippers in. It's really easy pattern, and sometimes I just need easy. Yes, sometimes we just need easy. I don't know how you call putting in the zippers easy, but okay. Hello, Granny D. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. What's in your cup and what is on your hook? I used the book by a friend of mine from the Navajo Reservation in Colorado. Really? Ooh. Roberta, if you don't mind, what is the name of the book? Is it still in print? I would like to read that. Working on a granny square blanket, I have 100 of 196 squares made, and I've got a towel on the embroidery machine making the king with some towels for work. Making the and I've got a towel on the embroidery machine making the king some towels for work. Since you are Queen's Craft by Bridget, you call your honey the king. I get it. I get it. I get it. Okay. And you're making him towels for work. All right. There she is. Hello, sweetheart. I just showed your blanket. Did you see? Were you here then? The usual hot tea and the usual triangle double crochet shawl. How about you? I am still working on Shorty's sweater. I just closed up the armholes. And this is theoretically done in one piece. And you do the sleeves as you go, no sewing involved. I can't wait to see how this turns out. And look at the little puff stitch that goes down the, hopefully, this will turn out the way they say it's supposed to go. I got my fingers crossed. I have never done a one piece sweater before. I'm excited. I really am. It's not printed, it's just a handwritten note from her family. I offered to be her guinea pig. Oh, Roberta. Okay. Okay. You've got to type that up, honey, and share. With her permission, of course. Cause you missed it. Because my goal is to get off all medication and to go back natural. And the books that I have here are back from the 70s. I'm gonna pull them out and reread them because they're probably good. Because I was into all of that when my children were younger. So I have to see what my book says. Thank you, Granny. I hope so. I hope so. She's working on getting it published. Oh, awesome. Because I would really, I would, yeah, I would like to. I've been doing I've got, oh Lord, get your words out, girl. I have been using um, I have joined a Japanese YouTube channel, and she does massage and healthy eating Japanese style. And she's been interesting to watch. Margie has a triangle shawl using Hobie Twister. Margie, that's cute. Whose pattern is that? Is that a bod pattern? I can't get it to magnify. Thank you. Help me. That's pretty, Margie. That's, ooh, starts out dark purple and gets lighter and goes to white, and then it fades into blue. That is pretty, Margie. That really is. And you said you're putting tassels on it tonight or pom poms? What did you say you were doing to it? And I lost myself. But if y'all try the tips I give, I'll give y'all credit. Okay. Well, have you given any other tips, Roberta? Or are you doing it on your channel? Or do I just need to pay attention? It's going very well, Rebecca. Thank you for asking. How is your day going? And what's in your cup? And what's on your hook? Isn't it pretty? Margie does pretty work. She really does. I have to give it to her. BJ's brain returned to her bed, please. Really? Because, well, I told you all it was going to be an interesting live because I have not had a nap and I've been on all day. So it's kind of like tilt, find your words, focus. Okay, Kathleen, isn't it pretty? That's Margie's. Pay attention. Ah, one more row and it will be done. That's beautiful. Well, I'm glad you don't have that row done, or I would have had to wait until Friday to see it. So I'm glad you stopped when you did so I could see it today. It is really pretty. I forgot I wasn't alone. Yes, sweetheart. Wouldn't you rather have a Greek bar?
Yes.
You would? Can you get it out of the freezer
Yeah.
without killing yourself? And don't get it on your clothes because it's chocolate.
Okay.
Do you need a towel on your shirt? Okay. Shawty, bring your. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell in the camera. Lord, first I forget I'm not alone. And then I forget I'm on a live. I told you I was going to be an interesting live today. Didn't I tell you? I told you it's going to be interesting. 36 entries. Okay. You know I don't do numbers. Darcia, welcome in. Ginger ale in my cup and nothing on my hook yet. Ginger ale is good. Roberta, my paging announcer thingy doohickey is finally fixed. Oh my goodness, did she scare you? Yes, she did, because I forgot she was here. Put it on. Let everybody see you in your hat. Where is Sandra? Sandra, you asked about the hat. Oh, what is the problem here? I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. Okay. Stop! You'll make everybody dizzy. So I finished the hat and there she is. That's my FO.
And that was Wicked Wednesday.
And it's WIP It Wednesday. I was showing them your sweater. Did you see your sweater?
Yeah.
No, you didn't
No.
because you weren't in here.
No. Yeah, I see it now. Cute. It's a cute sweater.
As a matter of fact, stick your arm in there. Does it fit? Hold on, everybody. Gotta
Yes.
find out now if the armholes don't
Yes,
fit.
it still hit.
Oh,
Yes,
look at there. Your granny almost looks like she knows what she's doing.
I said it fits.
I know, but now I'm happy. I want to see the whole thing.
Here, you see the whole thing. Now can I take it out?
No.
Here.
Put your arms down. Oh, look, everybody. It fits.
Yeah.
Hot dog. There's hope for me yet.
Can I take it off?
Yes. Stop being a brat.
Thank you. Bye bye.
You're welcome. Bye bye. Nice seeing you.
Nice seeing you.
You gonna leave the door like that? Okay, that's fine. Good Lord. And wash your hands. Pine needle tea is a good source of vitamin C. You want me to boil some pine needles and drink the. I don't have a pine tree out there. What can I do with maple leaves? I got a maple tree out there. Cynthia, welcome in. Thank you for coming by. What's in your cup? What's on your hook? You were just in time for the fashion show. Try some tea made of wild lettuce and a quarter the amount of skullcap. Where in the blasted Sam Hill am I supposed? Skullcap is a weed, isn't it? I gotta see what that looks like. I don't know what it looks like. And it doesn't taste bad either. Thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate that. Thank you, Cami. I will tell her you said that. Thank you, Sandra. And I did do that. I did do the crab stitch around the end, and that used up all but about a little bit of the yarn, and I don't even know where it is. I can't find it in here because she's got as many craft things in here as I do. I've got to get this room clean. I've got to get this house clean. I've been working in the yard. Carol, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. What's in your cup and what is on your hook? I know, Cynthia. Isn't it a surprise? I blew myself away. I'm like, it fits. Yay! Because I kept looking at it and looking at her, going, "This is not going to work." Yes, ma'am.
I can't find the pops the wheat bar.
You open the freezer door.
I opened it.
Look on the left side on the bottom shelf,
Okay.
and they're right there.
Okay.
And if you don't see them, if you don't see them, eat the potato chips. Now, she didn't want anything until I went live. You know that, right? Feel like Nana Michelle now with Olivia. They tried regular lettuce, no skull cap, and it works too. So regular lettuce has analgesic properties. Thank you, Roberta. There's always a plus one when something I make fits her because it's either too tight or it's too big because she's little, but she's just
I don't see them.
okay. Eat the potato chips.
Okay.
Yeah. If the pioneers had only known about the tea, lives would have been saved. They had honey. They used honey for a lot of things. Everybody's saying hi. We can't pick wild plants from the park here. Yeah, I have to get a new book with pictures and just look at what's in my backyard because the things we have up and down the road, even with boiling, I wouldn't eat them. And then we have animals around here. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. So cute and so cool, and she's a perfect bottle. Thank you, Kathleen. Thank you, Regina. I've got maple leaves. That's what I got. Make maple syrup. It's not big enough to tap. If I am alive when it gets big enough to tap, I might do that. But by the time you boil it down, but I'm going back the other. I mean, now that I'm home and I have time, I just have to get organized because things in the grocery store are ridiculous. Cammy said, Roberta, I spoke to you without greeting you. Bad Cammy. Hey, Roberta. Thank you, Cynthia. That is Ursula's. Oh, Lord, help me. Count my blessings. That's OM Granny Square's Count My Blessings shawl, done in Teal of Fortune, Rainbow Rhapsody. I love Rainbow Rhapsody. I love Teal of Fortune. I don't like their prices. Carol is working on a swimsuit cover up, and I've got water in my cup. Okay. I understand the wild lettuce is so much stronger. Oh. Any kind of lettuce, romaine lettuce, bib lettuce, butter crunch. Does it have to be iceberg? Can I do it with kale? Thank you, Darcia. Thank you so much. I know it's either that or put you all on pause and run back there and get it. And I don't want to pause you and I don't want to take you with me. We'll probably lose the internet halfway through the house because the I'm in the front right corner of the house, and the kitchen is in the back left corner of the house. So if I unplug from this booster, anything may happen. I enjoy seeing you all in live streams. You too. I love Teal of Fortune. I really do. I wish it wasn't $8.99 a cake, but I love it. Hee hee hi. Girl, this one's a pistol. I just picked her up from school. And the school called me as I was coming around the corner, and they're like, "Are you coming to get her before we put her on the bus?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm on my way." And they're like, "Okay, we just wanted to be sure." Yeah, because her mother works from home and they put her on the bus and send her home. But on Wednesday, her mother's in the office. So I go pick her up. And they're like, "Well, we were trying to put her on the bus." It's like, "No, don't put her on the bus." Yeah, she knows. She's been here for She was here for 45 minutes before I started my live, and she waited until I got half an hour into the live to start asking for something. And those chips were in the pantry. So while I was in here, she was shopping in the pantry. Yes, a taste of fame. Trini, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. What's in your cup? And I know you have a mosaic blanket on your hook. She models for alopecia. So she's got the runway strutting everything down pat. And that's why she's got all that unicorn hair in her hair. She had a photo shoot. Rita was making a cardigan last year for my little friend, but so happy I didn't. She has grown like a weed this year. I know. That's why I was saying Monday I've got to get this done because I only have one cake of this yarn. And if she grows before I finish it, so yeah, I'm so happy that the armholes fit and it fit over her sweatshirt. So as long as I can make it long enough, we're good to go. Yes, praise the Lord and thank you, Jesus. There is a free app you can get that will tell you. Kathleen, there is a free app that we can get that will tell us what. Because you know, I've probably been 6 places before. Are you talking about the letters? There's a free app you can get that'll tell you about letters. Kathleen, please expound on that because I am lost. Susan, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. What's in your cup? What's on your hook? Oh, and Miguel is melting. Miguel, did you find your glasses? We got our Frigidator this morning. The guys were in and out right around 10 my time, 9 VJ's time this morning. Do you, Regina? I love that Teal of Fortune. I really do. I, and of course, we didn't have the clearance sale here, so I couldn't get it on clearance. Cindy, honey, hugs, love, smooches. How are you feeling? How is Octavia and how is Mr. Wright? That's so cool, Roberta. If I get desperate, I'll make a big batch today. The skull cap is to reconnect nerve endings. Really? No, it would be a hobble because I messed up my right knee again, but I got my brace on, and we just gonna keep on going. GGP, welcome in. Thank you for coming by. What is in your cup and what is on your hook? Miguel, will you yell at my brain again, please? It's starting to worry again. Lydia, hello, hello. What are you working on? It's so good to see Sandy, isn't it? Roberta used iceberg, okay, but I need to try others. Not sure about kale. I know spinach is high in potassium and vitamin C. Okay, here's the other thing. Do we do we have to boil it and drink the liquid? Can we not just eat the vegetable or cook the vegetable and eat it? Does it is it only in the juice? I guess is my question. And Sandy was thinking about Miguel this afternoon. One thing our maker failed to do was label the poisonous plants. I don't dig up anybody's mushrooms. I know we've been missing our Sandy. We really have. Sandy, isn't it good to know that we know you weren't here? No pushing the wrong buttons or pulling cords out of any kind. You know what happens when I start messing with cords. Now you see me, and now you don't. Okay, Miguel, we'll be here for a little bit, and then we're going over to Granny D's, and we're going to take a field trip because I have to take Shorty to the library. So we're going to be on the road with Granny D going to the library. Lots of surgeries and hospital stays. Things are looking up now. Hopefully, we'll be well soon. Yes. Sandy, I hope you put yourself on the prayer list on Denny's channel. I hope you did because I forgot to. We know my brain is only. Oh, Darcia. It comes in a. I used a cake and a partial. Do I have the other part of the cake? Okay. It's gray and then it's marbled, dark gray and light gray, and then it goes into the dark gray, and then it's marbled teal and gray, and then it goes into three shades of teal with the black, and then the dark teal on the outside. And it works up like that. And it's Yarn Bee Rainbow Rhapsody. It is 918 yards, 60% cotton, 40% acrylic. It's a one weight. Use 2.75 millimeter knitting needles, 3.25 millimeter crochet hook. But this little bitty old cake is $8.99. But it's pretty. It's so pretty. It works up so pretty. I love it. And I can't afford it, but I love it. I might buy me some for my birthday. Ah, see, Darcia, that's the why I do these because people keep coming up with yarns I've never heard of, never seen, don't know. When you look at this cake, when I look at this cake, I don't know about anybody else. I would not think that it would work up to look like that, but it does. Threw some. Did you hit him? Wrestling with Aiden on the floor. Now you know you're gonna hurt your back. Don't wrestle too much. That boy is too big. I am happy you're mending and coming around. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. See, Sandy, we love you. Which app, Roberta? I missed the name of the app. What the plans are. Really? I've never heard of that. Okay, you got Sandy. Shorty made me hungry. I need to reheat some pizza. Now, see, she had, oh Lord, she must be going through a growing spurt. Because she had two yogurts and two bars before she went to school. She had lunch at school. I wonder if she ate her lunch. And then she just came in here and asked for potato chips. She may not have eaten her lunch. They probably had something she didn't like. Miguel, you need a sprinkler to run through. Leave your clothes on, they'll help you stay cool. Keep refrigerated the lettuce water no more than 4 or 5 days. What plants are growing around? You just take a pic on the app and it identifies the plants and tell you about it. Okay. I've been doing that with my with Google on my phone. I pull up the I pull up Google because with things growing around my house, I don't know if they're a good plant or a bad plant, and I'll just pull up Google on the phone, and on the plain Google they've got this camera. I tap on the camera and you get the square. I take a picture and search in the square, and then it'll tell me what the plant is and if it's a good plant, bad plant, or the other. And with it being on Google, it doesn't take up space on my phone with the app, and it doesn't take up space on my Google account with pictures that I don't want to keep because it's all in the cloud. And when you close it out, it just goes away. So that's what I've been doing. I get ginger root and make ginger tea. It's really good. My grandmother used to get something that she called calmus root, and she would make a tonic with it, and she would drink that when she had a sour stomach. The heat brings out the analgesic effects, but I do notice that if I have salads every day, my hands don't swell so badly. Oh, okay. So you heat it to bring out the analgesic effects. Okay. Beach girl, how are you, Genevieve? Welcome in. Thank you for coming by. You are finishing a CC blanket. My granddaughter's adorable. Thank you. And making fond memories. I have the best memories of rifling through my grandmother's mother's pantry after school. I was like, what are you doing? Gotta go. Look. Thank you, Pam. Have a blessed evening. Darcia White is the two-way across next to the wall behind. It's the two-way across next to the wall behind VJ. Tila Fortune is the name of the color. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Because I was like, I don't have white. Ah, I hear you. I know. That's why I put a screensaver on mine. A screen thing. I am on StreamYard. So I don't have top chat, but I feel like I am missing a whole lot. Either that or I'm way behind. I'm only 7 minutes behind. I know. I know it's beautiful, but you've got to be willing to work with a one weight yarn, because I mean it really they weren't lying. This really is a one weight. It is really really thin, but it makes lacy beautiful things. It really does. I love it. I want to get some more and make a top and buy Wicked. You think that's a lot of yardage? Because I had to break into this one to put the border on the shawl. One does not make a whole shawl. Found at local library. Oh, you found the Crochet Dudes Design for Guys book at the local library. Okay, Chris, that's good to know. Thank you. Yeah, because we're on our way to the library. Hi, Carla, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. What's in your cup? What's on your hook? The wild berry is very pretty too. Okay. It's one of the Rainbow Rhapsodies. Hallelujah. The plumber is here. Woohoo. Going to go get this toilet unstopped again. Pray it stays that way. Well, Granny, asking for some tips. Um, when is it your birthday? Sunita. Oh, my birthday? July the 15th. Remember when you got that beetberry yarn last year when I had my birthday party? It's in July the 15th, middle of the month. Hot. Yep. That's when you got your beetberry or whatever yarn that was you won at my birthday party. BJ, did you get a chance to watch the short videos about the drop stop thing for between cars? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And not only that, was really funny when I saw that and I kept looking at it. I said, you know what? I can do that with pool. Those pool. You know what they are. And then I was on Facebook and they were doing these 35 car hacks. That was one of the car hacks. You take the pool things and you cut them and you slide them down in between there. Yep, I like ginger tea too. See, the app is called Plant Identifier and it's in the Play Store. Thank you, Kathleen, because I was like, what, where, what? How did I move Plant Identifier? Okay. If I can get enough room on my phone, because I've been deleting all my apps. Yep, I use Google Lookup. Yes, it is. Hi, Alyssa. Welcome in. Thank you for coming by. What's in your cup and what is on your hook? Kathleen says, right now I have a granddaughter over and I can hear her in my beads. Uh-oh. Oh no, she's in your beads. Oh no. Mine is in the rubber band loom. So I know I'm going to have all these little bitty rubber bands all over the house. If I knew all the chemistry of these homemade things, I might put on my channel, but I'm leery of being accused of practicing medicine without a license. Yeah, there is that. Well, you had to put a disclaimer out there that I am not a doctor. Darcia says, my mother in law would dig up poke salad, clean it, boil it, pour the water off, and then boil it again, season it, and eat and drink the juice from it. I mix the poke salad in with my spinach, or I saute it with onion and scramble eggs with it. I've got some growing in a flower pot because I wanted some one day, and it was cold, so I went outside to get some, and I grabbed a piece of the plant and stuck it in the flower pot, so I didn't have to go back outside. Ah. Uh, no, pokeweed and dandelions are two different plants. Poke is the one that grows straight up, and you get these purple berries on them. Don't eat the berries. Oh my good gravy. He didn't have the auger on his truck and has to drive to Salisbury to get it. What the heck kind of plumber is that? I told the gal at the office at 9 a.m. this morning, and again around 2 when she called and said he might not be here till tomorrow. I basically pleaded for him to go get here today. Oh, Lord, help us, Jesus. How are you a plumber? Thank you, Roberta. I get tired of trying to tell people how to do their jobs. How are you going to be a plumber and not have an auger on your truck? How are you going to answer the phone for a plumbing contractor and not tell him what he needs for the job? If you got a stopped up toilet, you need a doggone. And I also use a lot of dill, fennel, caraway, anise seeds, and cumin because they are stomach relaxants. Okay. I just shake things in there until it tastes the way it was like, okay, I like the way it tastes. Rita says, when I was babysitting and the kid or kids was itching and didn't know what to do, I gave them a skein of yarn each, tied one end somewhere, and said, make a spider web. Oh, Rita. And then who got to clean up that yarn bar? Oh, keep going, VJ. I may be late today. Oh, Granny. Okay. Okay, I can do that. Thank you, Granny. Any decent plumber would say it again, Sandra. Say it again. Say it again. My Lord. Just Roberta. I've heard of dandelion wine. Mm-hmm. Mrs. Sunita says, "Oh yeah, now she remembers that yarn." Lauren, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. What's in your cup and what's on your hook? And Roberta says pool noodles. Thank you. That's it. Pool noodles. You can cut them. And if you want to cut the thing for the seat belt, and you just shove it down in there. And thank you, Sandra. All kids loved it, and I always told parents, tell them 30 minutes before you come home so we can clean it up. Okay? Tell us 30 minutes. It looks like weeds to me, but it's a dark green color, no flowers growing out of it. It's leafy green things. Most green weeds you can eat, before they flower. If they flower or seed, check them out before you eat them, because that's when they become poisonous. Oh my goodness, VJ, your poor mama having a baby in the middle of July. And my mother said that it was 112 degrees the day I was born, and the hospital did not have central air. She promised herself never again would she have a summer baby, and she didn't. My little brother was born in April, and it snowed when he was born. And she said, I'm not having another summer baby. She said, nope. Mm-mm. She said, that was miserable. And I was like, how was it 112 degrees? That's what she said. And they didn't have any air. So almost completely well. Yay, Sandy. That's wonderful. That is wonderful. Is it? I've never had it. I've never known anybody to make it. You have to be so careful. All I can say is what I use for me. That's right. And that's the disclaimer. You have to say, this is what I use for me. And these are the precautions I take. I feel like I'm totally missed the boat. I've never tasted. It's kind of like mustard. It's got that bitter taste to it, and but it will spice up something that's bland like spinach. Don't eat it raw. I ran out of spinach one day, and I went out in the yard and I was making a smoothie, and I didn't have any frozen spinach for my smoothie. I went out in the yard and got some poke, put it in with my fruit and everything, blended it up. Tasted wonderful, but I spent 8 hours in the bathroom. Mm-mm. It was the fastest 5 pounds I had ever lost, but I don't recommend it. Oh, like 8 hours. Did you know you could lose 5 pounds in 8 hours? Mm-hmm. Susan is drinking water and finished a bag a day peekaboo blanket. Really? I haven't seen that one. Crystal's got so daggum many patterns. I can't keep up. I really can't. Yeah, it just grows wild, and if you find where it's growing, you can pull off part of the plant and plant it somewhere else. It grows really easily. And Regina's asking Granny if she has tree roots in her pipes. And Lydia is saying hi to Granny D. I will have to miss your live today. I have to go to work. I'll have to catch the replay. You know what, Lydia? I know Granny understands because bills have to be paid. Vicky, good to see you. Thank you for coming by. How are you? What's in your cup? What's on your hook? And Granny's going to go post a message on her community tab that will say she will be late if she makes it at all. Not sure if Nana Michelle is going on at 6. I have not heard from Nana. Lauren says, nothing in my cup. Haven't crocheted for a few weeks. I wanted to say hi, though. Well, honey, thank you for coming in and saying hi, but why are you not crocheting? Maribel, hello, hello. How are you? Thank you for coming by. What's in your cup? What's on your hook? I understood you. You had your son during a blizzard. Oh, Darcia. Ooh, honey. How long did it take you to get to the hospital? Poor Granny D got a plumber. Yes, yes, yes. I agree, Regina. Yeah, no pokeweed juice. Mm-mm. Now, if you boil the pokeweed and boil the juice for 5 to 10 minutes and let it cool, then you can drink it. But do not drink the poke raw. It's got to be cooked. I don't eat greens, but we Oh, yeah, girl. Yeah. What do they say? You have 20 feet of intestines? Really? I have never heard that kudzu was edible. Cause Lord knows you all in the South have a lot of it. Now you know what? If it were truly edible and the soup kitchens started cooking that, there would be a lot less hungry people. They're trying to eradicate it. Oh, and Alyssa's working on a cardigan. Okay. You've seen kudzu jelly? Really, Granny? Girl, you are so right about your poke salads and your smoothie. Yeah, but it tasted good. It really did. And I was like, ooh, I'm gonna do this more often. Nope. My daughter called me and then she found out I was sick and she found out what I had done. She was like, "You need to go to the emergency room." I said, "No, I don't." Yeah, I mean there wouldn't be any hungry people if Granny seen kudzu. I hmm. You got me rolling. Fastest 5 pounds I ever lost. Poke has some nasty. Poke has some nasty stuff and not twice cooked and the water's changed. Please don't do that again. Yeah, no, I haven't done that again. And as a matter of fact, I wanted to do it one day before a doctor's appointment because I was like, oh, I can go in and I'll weigh 5 pounds less. And I was like, yeah, no. But you know what? When I cook it, when I do the spinach, or if I do it in eggs, I don't change the water twice. I just cook it like I cook my normal greens. I wash it real well and put it in with the onions and the peppers and whatever I'm going to put in there and throw in the spinach and it's a done deal. Or I fry it first with onions and whatnot before I put the eggs in. So that's probably a long enough cooking time for me, but I don't boil it and pour the water off twice. I was really surprised when I found out that you can't eat it raw. Vicky is still a bit tired. Had a bunch of tests done at the hospital yesterday, and it hit me about 3 a.m. I lost 5 pounds really fast. Oh, Vicky, girl. I hope all your results come out good. I know, Granny. Just think if they started cooking them for the homeless people and the shelters and giving it in the food banks, we could eradicate hunger in the United States. Maribel has coffee in her cup and started a baby blanket following a tutorial by Craft and Crochet. Oh, I like their patterns. What color are you using, Maribel? Margie finished her shawl. See there, girl, that shawl is beautiful. It is beautiful. Granny, you gotta try it on toast and tell us what it tastes like. Granny, when you do one of those lives, instead of these snacks, do that jelly on toast and tell us what it tastes like. Vicky is working on a granny square scarf and drinking water. Is it going to be a rectangle, Vicky? Or is it a triangle? What kind of scarf are you doing? Roberta says the problem with the soup kitchens feeding wild plants, they risk getting sued. If you are hungry, why are you going to sue somebody who is willing to feed you? I don't get it. These people are trying to help you, and then you're going to sue them for feeding you. Si- Genevieve said, if it's not wipes or very thick slash soft TP, it's roots or a cracked pipe. Tell him to put a camera down. You need to get this fixed. There is no amount of weight loss worth that. I doubt if he'll have time for that today, nor will I have the moolah for more than the auger. I've not even been putting TP in the toilet. Been putting it in a trash bag that I keep by the toilet. Granny, start selling mystery yarn bags and you will have the money for the camera. Stop playing. You got the money sitting out in the hall, sitting on the couch, sitting on the love seat. Make you up some mystery bags. You'll have the money in 15 minutes. Excuse me. Maribel says, I am using sweet roll in white, yellow, and green. Ooh. Roberta says, but a class of wild plants for the homeless given at the camps. Hmm. Oh, now that's an idea. What does it say in the Bible? If you give a man a fish, he'll be hungry. But if you teach a man to fish, he'll be full for life, or something to that effect. Teach them how to feed themselves. Nope, not so good. We all learned that I have moderate to severe aortic stenosis. Oh, Vicky. What are they going to put a stent down, baby? Maribel is hooked. I saw you one on furrows today. I was lurking this morning. Congrats. Congrats, Maribel. There you go. Darcia says, I was in labor for a while from Monday through Friday. What? Early Friday, we left at 5 a.m., got there in 2 hours, had him at 8:45 p.m. Darcia, you were in labor for 5 days. And then it took you over. Girl. Mm-mm. 6 hours, I was done. I was telling them I signed for a C-section. Go ahead and do the C-section. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Get this baby out of me. You're a good one. You're a good one. Long rectangle scarf. Okay, Vicky. And prayers for you, Vicky. I haven't got any. I've seen it before when we've been on vacation in Tennessee. I can bring some back. Oh, okay, Granny. I actually figured it out. Aren't you proud of me, Vicky? We were going to donate short dated food once at a store I worked at, and they told us that we were going to donate short dated food once at a store. I was told a store I worked at, and they told us that. That's sad. That's really sad. That is really sad. That is really sad. They will get sued. That is so flippin' sad. Sandra just Googled it, and there are lots of recipes for cooking kudzu. Okay, so then we just need to start classes, have cookouts, and teach the homeless how to cook kudzu. Good grief! They're trying to eradicate it, and oh, Lord help. I don't know, because lawyers will show up in the ER to sue somebody. That is, and you know what? All of my little cousins who have come out of law school in the last 5 years are all going into personal injury. I'm like, we need wills, we need power of attorneys, we need trust for our property. Everybody does not need to be. No, don't eat raw pork, raw poke, Chris. It's got to be cooked. Raw poke will give you vomiting and diarrhea and dehydrate you. Don't eat it raw. I can testify. Got to cook it. Don't make sense that she should have to pay him because he didn't fix it the first time. That either. Yeah, it would, except I don't, well, I you can't really go lightly is prescribed. I couldn't tell you how much raw poke to eat to get the desired results without going too far. I couldn't say eat 3 leaves and you'll be clean. Vicky says, don't know yet. I've only been in Oklahoma for a couple of years, so I have to get me a cardiologist and then see what my options are. Okay, prayers for you, Vicky. Please put yourself on the prayer list over at Denny's house. Sandra says, hubby had an aortic valve replacement. Doctor implanted a bovine valve. Yeah, but she's got aortic stenosis. So they're going to have to put something in to keep it from closing. There is a mixture of vinegar and baking soda, but I'm not sure of the ratios to clean off chemicals and outdoor ick. Or you can use salt. Sometimes I use a scrub brush and salt, but usually I just wash it in water real well and use a brush. If they're cutting kudzu, they shouldn't get in trouble since they are trying to get rid of it. That's what I was saying, but it's craziness. It really is. It's craziness. It is just craziness. I don't know. I don't understand. I really don't. I do not understand. And and what is that old saying? The more I learn about people, the better I like animals. It is really sad. People want to sue for everything, for every reason, but when you need a lawyer for something, nobody can afford one. I guess they don't think they're making money if they're not suing people. I am going through the group again to make sure that I have gotten all the whips. If I have not, oh, here's one that was not in the. Nancy has a butterfly prayer shawl on her hook and a caramel macchiato with some whipped cream and cinnamon made by her husband in her cup. And her cup says wifey. Oh, how cute is that? Nancy's got a good husband. Regina, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. What's in your cup? What's on your hook? And how have you been? I made that shawl for my mother-in-law. It works up real pretty. And it's not hard once you get into it. The patterns come very easily. His aorta had 2 flaps on the valve instead of 3. Birth defect that wasn't detected until he was in his 60s. Good Lord. Uh, 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 uh. Well, I'm glad they could fix it. Yeah, they use bovine. They used to use bovine when they put in the grafts for um, dialysis. Okay, and then okay, that's an FO. Did I miss anybody's whip for this week? I think I got them all. And since we have a little time left, okay, I ran out of time last week to share all of Bridget's owl shawls. Just got home, haven't had a chance to get something in my cup, and I'm working on a bear in a kimono. Oh, Regina, that sounds cute. You're going to put a kimono on the bear. Lisa, hello, hello. Well, you just listen in and enjoy filling out your paperwork. Berta says, hello, Grammy Scatter. Okay, this one is the blue, green, and beige. Bridget, these are really just absolutely beautiful. Let's see. This one is purple, lavender, and white. Wow. I'm still working on the second baby blanket for my nephew's baby. What color are you making it, Vicky? Lisa? Oh, Lord. That bear and kimono sounds so cute. Yes, it does. Oh, what just happened here? Go back. Isn't it pretty? The purple one is Charlie's, or and have a yarn with Charlie. Oh, have a yarn with Charlie. Okay. In Arkansas, they will allow you to donate deer meat to shelters, but only if you take it to a processor and have it processed. Then the shelter can have it, maybe because it falls under the health department. Yeah, okay. I don't know. Yeah, I think if maybe they have classes on how to cook the kudzu, then people can feed themselves and they don't have to worry about trying to sue somebody else. Ooh, Bridget, that one's really pretty. Darcia, we have some talented people here. I never would have thought of doing this. And it's done in 4 pieces, isn't it, Bridget? Wow. And that's where we started. The second one is Summer Rain, Blues, Greens, White, Karen Cotton Ripple Cakes. Okay. They have to test the meat first. Wasting disease has been detected in North Carolina. Oh, Lord. Aren't they beautiful, Kathleen? They are just absolutely gorgeous. They are just gorgeous. But I had run out of time to show them last week, so I wanted to finish them up this week. You make the body, then the eyes, sew eyes to the body, and do the tail and both wings. I was afraid you'd say that. Girl, you make the body and then the eyes, and you sew the eyes on, and you do the tail, and then you do both wings. That's a process. That's a process. Okay, Regina. Bridget, whose pattern is that? Did you got it off of Etsy, didn't you? Oh yeah, Roberta, you and me both. Because if I have to sew the eyes on and do the tail and do the body, I might get one wing on, but that would be it. D has your link up to watch till she gets rid of the Jack Lake Palmer. Thank you, Sandra. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh my. Jacket. I don't know. I think she probably said Jack Leg. The pattern isn't great, missing info, and the writer assumes you know what she means. I took notes when I did the first one and use my notes now. I hear you. I hear you. That would be hard to write a pattern for. And Bridget has the pattern linked under her videos for them. So check out Bridget's channel, and she has the pattern linked. If I could read a pattern, I might do. Regina, you can't read a pattern. Butterfly Dreams Jeannie did a class on how to read a pattern. I learned how to crochet before YouTube, so I learned by reading a pattern. Roberta says, Bridget, that's why I'm hesitant to post my dial pattern. It's full of my shorthand. I understand. I understand. And then you know what you mean, and then sometimes people understand it differently. Right. Yeah, pattern writing is very tricky. It really is. It really is. And if you read it, and see, I learned to read from a book. So for the longest time, I couldn't read patterns written by individuals because they weren't written by the book. So they didn't make sense to me. Frenchie, welcome in. Thank you for coming by. How are you? Welcome to WIP It Wednesday. What is in your cup and what is on your hook? And Bridget says, that's correct. Anyone that gets the pattern and gets stuck, I will help. That is sweet of you, Bridget. That really is. That really is. Lisa says, I learned to read a pattern when I was 10 out of magazines. I learned to read the pattern out of a Learn How to Crochet book. So if it's by Colton Clark. So if it's not written in Colton Clark standard, I have trouble with it because I went from Colton Clark to Leisure Arts and all that whole little what are they now? Yarn Inspirations family. If it's not that, I have trouble with it. I have come across lots of patterns with missing info. Once I get so far in it, I'm invested. So I just try to make it through. Yeah. Yep. And that's what they're hoping you will do. Because they have such pretty pictures, you know, somebody has finished the pattern. So then you sit there and go, how come I'm having so much trouble with this? This person has done it. I can do it too. Lauren says, find patterns with corresponding YouTube videos. I only use the video when I get stuck, but that's how I learned to read patterns. Excellent idea, Lauren. Susan, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. How are you and how is our sunflower Ashley? Sandra says, Frenchie, I got a notification for your last video, something about a cat, but it said unavailable. Uh-oh. Jennifer says, sorry, I've not been chatting. My chat on PC stops after a while. I'm now on phone. Jen, that is odd. That really is. Angel Renee says, hi, everyone. Still here. Y'all came and still here. Y'all came and left therapy with me. Took the boys outside. Now trying to go back in before someone gets heat stroke. Oh, what's your temperature today? Roberta says, Kathleen, I've rewritten a lot of patterns that were in Russian. I've rewritten a lot of patterns that were in English. Because I'm like, no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Yep, back in the 70s. That's right, Lisa. Jen saying hi to everyone she missed. Frenchie says, awesome. Diet Coke and the handed crew. Tunisian towel blanket. Okay. Okay. Virginia says, my grandma didn't teach me how to read a pattern. My grandma had a third grade education, but by golly, she could read and write and spell very well, and she could read patterns. She could read patterns, but she didn't teach you how to read patterns. Okay. But she taught you how to crochet, Regina? Hi, Dawn. How are you? Welcome in. Thank you for coming by. What's in your cup and what is on your hook? Vicky, Granny D is in and out. She's working with the plumber. The plumber came without all of his tools and had to leave and then come back. You're making food. What are you making, Dawn? What's for dinner? Darcia learned from her mom on how to read patterns at 8, and sometimes she will make patterns. Okay. Go ahead, Darcia's mom. Janie Crow Persian tile blanket. Really? Janie Crow Persian tile blanket. Oh. Oh, Lord. Now my phone is yelling at me. He's like, connect the phone. I can't connect the phone because the connector's in the other room. Okay. And then we have, I want to make sure I don't miss anybody's WIP. Because sometimes they come in while I'm running off at the mouth. And then I miss them. Okay. Got them. Everybody's speaking. It does sound beautiful, Frenchie. What color are you using? Roberta learned from her mom. She was strict on telling me once and then look it up and figure it out. Oh, I started learning from my granny, but after frogging my chain for the 20th time because it wasn't even, I got a book. Well, I taught myself to knit, which was boring, and then I went back to crochet from a book. I'm like, Granny, stop. I'm not getting anywhere. Regina is using Sophie's Universe to hopefully help to teach her how to read pattern. Girl, you jumped off on the deep end if you're using Sophie's Universe. Woo! Kathleen says, wow, that is cool. We have a lady from Belarus who speaks Russian coming to our fiber group. We are learning to communicate. Oh my. Roberta says, I may even speak Russian by now. Oh, it's now a short. She posted it wrong. Okay. Roberta is telling Regina, if you can read Sophie's, you can read any pattern. I said she's jumping off on the deep end. That's nothing to sneeze at. Yeah, she called the plumber at 9 o'clock this morning. At 2 o'clock this morning, she recommunicated with the lady that she had a stopped up toilet. When he showed up at her house, he did not have an auger, so he had to go back to get one. Yeah, everything else will be a piece of cake, girl. Yeah, you'll be able to write your own patterns after that. Dawn is drinking water and making an avocado omelet. Glad I caught you while you were still live. We'll be having grilled chicken and salad for dinner later. Okay. So you're chopping up avocado in your omelet? Yes, ma'am, she did. She taught me embroidery first. She bought me all the stuff and brought me quilt top squares of all 50 states and their birds. Oh, all 50 states and their birds. Oh my goodness. That's awesome. Regina, do you still have it? Oh, tell Sunshine I said hello and I miss her. I don't remember seeing those. What were we doing? We were doing tea towels. Yeah, I didn't do the states and the birds. Frenchie said she didn't get the kit. She only bought the pattern. It called for Stylecraft yarn, but I went frugal and matched the colors with Michael's Craft Smart. Frenchie, sometimes that's what you have to do. That sometimes that is just what you have to do. So you're doing that blanket from Ophelia Talks, right? When I was in the workshop, I saw a lady crocheting. I said, Laura, learn me how to do that. And by lunchtime, I had gotten frustrated and threw the yarn and hook back at her and said, I can't do this. Cammy. You're welcome, Vicky. You're bad about changing colors. Sometimes you have to. Frenchie, you gave up? Really? See, you're better than me. You at least tried. I'm not grown enough to do Sophie's Universe. That's way above my wheelhouse. Oh Lord, it just jumped. Hold on. I just put the avocado on top. Okay. I remember the Aunt Lydia iron on patterns. Yes. I've got some of those downstairs I inherited. Yes. I wonder if the plumber did not clean out the pipe. I wonder if the plumber did not clean out the pipe that goes out after the septic tank to drain field. Granny needs to ask him. Girl, the plumber didn't even have an auger. He had to go get the auger and come back. And she's going to ask him about tree roots and whatnot. VJ, when we were young, there were only 48 states. I know. Sandra, you weren't supposed to tell everybody. I know. And I'm still trying to figure out about Puerto Rico and Guam. I'm like, are you states? What are you? Because every time I go in, I want to have something, and I'm registering for like a class. They want to know where you are, and I'm going through all these states, and I'm like, why do you have these people here? I'm not in the Virgin Islands. What is this? I'm so confused. And you have not looked back, huh? No, Janie Crow. Annie sells it as a kit. Oh, Annie has started doing that. I think I do VJ, but I only got half of it done. You just persevere. Roberta's telling Frenchie, I bought yarn, the pattern got almost done. Hated what the yarn was doing and frogged it. Oh, it's a nice crib size though. Oh, well, you're doing well then. If you've gotten a crib size, you can do it, VJ, especially since there's a book and a tutorial. Girl, remember my goal this year is to finish my whips, not start new whips. So I got to finish my sweater, and then I get to pull the next bag out of the closet and finish that whip. I can't do Sophie's. I've got two ooh la la baby blankets to finish, and then maybe I'll be grown enough to do to do that. Not Annie's Mary Maxims. I had Mary Maxims in my head, and I knew you had said Annie's. And Annie was doing a kit for somebody, but I can't remember who it was because sometimes things just kind of blur into each other. We know how that goes, right? Territories or possessions, I can't remember. I can't either. Cammy says the United States has territories. Okay. We have territories. Oh, Cammy, if you can make a large blanket for yourself, you can make a baby one in half the time. Yeah. Cammy, what do you think about that? Roberta says, Camry, the U.S. has states. The U.S. has the 48 continuous states and 50 states, but Guam and the Virgin Islands and all that, they've taken over as territories. Yep, yep, that's true, Lisa. That's true. That's why I get confused. The Persian tile kit is $100 Canadian. I got the yarn for 60 and the pattern for 10. So you saved $30. Go ahead, Frenchie. Look at you. Ooh. But you got $60 worth of Craft Smart yarn. So how big is your blanket going to be? We all learn here. It's a beautiful thing. And you have a ton of yarn left. Ooh, girl. Yep. Yep. That's true. That is true. Okay. Has anybody seen Nana Michelle? Dawn, have you seen Nana Michelle? Is she going live today? because we're going to need to raid somebody. What's today's date? The 28th. I don't have a link for anybody from today. So I don't think Nana Michelle is coming on unless she forgot to post the link. Roberta says not recently. Because I've seen Sunita and Sandrine and Dawn. Sandrine, you going? Are you and Sunita? Oh, Sunita's going on with the Yarny Fiber Sisters. Okay, everybody, what are we doing after me? Because it doesn't look like Granny D is going to be finished with her plumber. Did I show everybody's WIP? Did anybody post the WIP since the last time I looked? Let no WIP be left behind. And let's see. Granny D says, Lord, Granny D sitting there with a sucker hanging out of her mouth. Help me. Okay. Letting everybody know we're all over here. Granny hasn't gone live yet. Okay. Melanie, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. What's in your cup? What's on your hook? What you doing? Bigger than hers because hers is DK and my yarn is Aaron. And you save $30. Go ahead, Frenchie. Look at you. Squeaky Jen, I made 2 receiving blankets, one for my cousin's son and the other for my niece. I was knitting a baby blanket, but I just can't muster the patience to knit a blanket. Use bigger needles, Cammie. I looked at her community tab and there was nothing. Thank you, Regina. You're waiting for Granny D. You're waiting for Godolfo. Welcome back, Darcia. And you don't see one from Nana Michelle. Thank you. I don't go until 8 p.m. for West Coast Wednesdays. Ah, West Coast Wednesdays. I like the sound of that. So is that 8 p.m. your time? Yes, Jennifer, I'm sure. He'll pick it up one day and just go whole hog with it. Frenchie says she's using the same hook, so she doesn't know. Okay. Okay. All right, everybody. What are we going to chat about now? Yes. Use 15 needles and do a diagonal. It'll seem faster. 10 our time. That's what, thank you, Sunita. That's why I always miss her because I am asleep. I am done. Stick a fork in me. And that's why she's getting up right before I go live because then she goes to sleep. I understand. I do. 11 p.m. Eastern. Okay. And then there, thank you, Frenchie. I appreciate it. Let me get thank you, Vicky. Let me get Granny D's link. We will do a raid over at Granny D Thompson's. I want to thank everybody who has spent the last hour and a half with me. You could have spent it anywhere, but you chose to spend it with me, and I do not take it lightly. Please, where socially distance, do what you need to do to protect you because there's still stuff going around. I am really interested, Roberta and everybody, in eating more natural foods, eating foods out of the backyard, and becoming more healthy. So I'm going to be looking into that. Everybody have a blessed day. See you over at Granny D's. Please like, share, and subscribe. Bye bye.